Hello guys, welcome to Bugs in Code. The problem that I'm going to explain today is distinct difference. But before that, if you are new here and a person who likes stuff related to coding, then you can subscribe the channel so that you get notified when I push a new video. So let's get started. Here is the problem statement and it says that given an array A of length n, okay, for each index from 1 to n, find the difference between the number of distinct element in its left and right side in the array. Okay, one example is given here. Let me explain the example. The example says that you're given an array which is 4 3 3, and for each index in this array you have to find the difference between the distinct element on the left and right side. Fine. So when I'm at this position, then on the left there is there are zero elements, and on the right there are two elements, but actually the same element is occurring twice, so it is means I have only one distinct element. So I will do left minus right, which is the left and right side difference. So 0 minus, I have one distinct element here, 0 minus 1, which is equal to minus 1. After that I come to this index. Now at this index I have one distinct element on the left and one distinct element on the right. So I will do 1 for left minus 1 for right, and I have 0 here. After that I come to this index, and when I'm at this index, so on the right I have 0 elements and on the left I have two distinct elements. So I'm going to do 2 minus 0, which is equal to 2. So in this way 1 minus 1 0 2 is going to be the output of my example. So you can see that the output is same. Now I hope you guys got the clear understanding of the problem statement. Now let me move to the solution. Okay, so in order to understand the solution for this problem, let me have an array 1 2 2 5 7 9 3 3. Let me take this example. So the approach that I'm going to use in order to solve this problem is, for left I'm going to have a set, like I will have a set here which will be storing all the distinct element on the left, and for right I will have one more set, and this is storing all the distinct element on the left. Okay, now when I'm at this index, so like I have all the elements stored here first of all. So my first approach will be, like my first step will be to store the occurrence of all these elements in this set. Okay, so I have 3 two times here. I need frequency as well. I will you will come to know later why we need frequency. So I have 9 one time here, I have 7 one time here, I have 5 again, like one time here, I have, okay, I have 5 one time here. After that I have 2 two time here, and I have 1 one time here. Okay, so this is a map which is storing the elements along with the frequency. Okay, initially I'm at this position. In this position I have the left set having 0 size, okay, because it is not having any distinct element, and on the right side I have 1 2 3 4 5 6 distinct elements. But I don't need to consider it when I'm at this position, so I need to consider only right one. So my first step is to remove current element from map. This is the first step, because when I remove the current element from the map, then I will get all the elements on the right. Fine. Okay, so even you can see that the frequency of 1 is only 1, that's why I'm removing the whole 1. Okay, on the left I have 0, and on the right I have, okay, so I have like this much elements, 1 2 3 4 5. So my first answer will be like, for in answer for first index will be 0 minus 5, which is equal to minus 5. Okay, now I come to this index. At this index, so okay, what I will do is I will write like calculate the difference. So it's important, like calculate the difference. Okay, now my third step is, when I'm at this 1, so I need to add this 1 to set when I move to this 2. So let me add this. Now my set size will increase and it will become, it is having now 1. Okay, fine. Now when I'm at this position, so okay, add current element to set. Okay, Now I have the size 1 here for the left side, and I have size, okay, in order to get the size of this part, again I have to do the step 1. So it is step 1, it is step 2, it is step 3, again to the step 1, remove the current element from the map. So here I am removing 2, and when I remove 2, then the frequency remains 1 here. Now the frequency of 1 is 1, 2 is 1, okay, fine. So the number of distinct element is again 5, and I have 1 on the left side, so I will do 1 minus 5, so it will give me minus 4. Okay, after that I move to this index, but before moving to this index I add this 2 to this set. Okay, so let me do this, now my set is 1 and 2. Okay, I'm at this position, and now my first step is again to remove the element from the map. I will remove this 2 from the map, and now 2 is fully removed. Okay, on the left I have 4 distinct elements. You can see here 1, 2, 3 and 4, although it's occurring 2 times, but it is counted as 1. Okay, so I have 4 distinct element here, and I have 2 distinct element on the left side, so I will do 2 minus 4, which is minus 2. Okay, now I add this 2 to this set again, but the size remains same, so I will move to this. Now this set is storing 1, 2, and I have 2 distinct element on the left, and on the right, in order to get the element on the right, I remove this element again, step 1, and when I do this step, then I have to calculate the difference, like 2 minus 3. So I have 2 minus 3 as my difference, which is equal to minus 1. Okay, now I add this 5 to set, so my set becomes 1, 2 and 5. Fine, and I move to this particular index. When I am at this index, then I have to remove this 7, first step. Okay, I have removed it. After that I calculate the difference, like I have 5 here, so till this point I have 5 distinct, like 3 distinct element, and here I have only 2 distinct element, you can see here. Okay, so I will do something like, okay, 3 minus 2, so I will get 1. Fine, now I come to this index, and before that I add, as the step 3, I add this 7 to this set. Okay, so it is a set, let me remind you. Okay, now I come to this index and I remove this 9 from the set. Okay, so what I have is, I have size 4 here and I have size 1 on the left, so I will do 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. Okay, now I add this 9 to my set. Now I have this set and I'm at this index, so my first step will be to remove this. Okay, so when I remove this, then I'm only left with one occurrence of 3, and if I do like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 1, so I will have, like, for the 7th iteration I will have 5 minus 1, which is equal to 4. Fine, at last when I move to this, then first I will remove this from the map. Now the size of map is 0, which means that on the right I don't have any distinct element. I hope you are understanding it, and I have 3 in the set. I have 3 here. Fine, now what I will do is, I will do 6 minus 0 for the 8th iteration, and I will have 6. So my final answer is something which is going to be, let me write my final answer. I will have something like, okay, so I'm going to have values minus 5, minus 4, minus 2, minus 1, 1, and 3, and 4, and 6. This is going to be my output. Now I hope you guys are clear with the approach. Basically we are going to use a map and a set for the left side, map for the right side. Now the question that may arise to you, and even some of you will get that why we are using the map, because you may ask a question that why can't we use set here as well. So the answer is, if I'm at this position and I remove this 2, so at that time I just need to reduce the frequency of 2 by 1, because here I have one more 2 and these are also distinct elements, so count remains same for this as well. So that's why I'm using the set. And map, if I use set, like I have 2, 3, 4, 5 and I remove this 2, then it will say that now I have 3 distinct elements. But here if I remove 2, then still I have the same number of distinct elements. So that's why I have to keep track of the frequency, like how many times the number is occurring. This is very important. Now I hope you guys are clear with the approach which we are going to use. So this is the 3-step approach, and I'm going to show you the code for the same. Let me show you the code. Okay, so here's the code. You can see that the code looks very similar to the approach that I have explained. Like, first of all, I'm storing the value of all the array that I'm given. So I'm storing the values in the map. I have map here for the right side and I have set here for the left side. Okay, and my first step is to remove the value from the map. My second step is to calculate the size, and my third step is to add the value to the set. And this is what I'm doing again and again for each index, and at last I'm returning the answer. Okay, even you can see the C++ code. I have written the same thing here, and three steps are like removing the value from the map and calculating the difference and inserting the value in the set for the left. Okay, fine. So this is all about this problem. I hope you guys like the solution. So if you like the solution, then hit the like button. Till then, bye bye.